up, everyone? I'm Cardi-C, the baseball card collector, and I have a very important message for you today. Sell your sports cards and sell them now. We're in the midst of a global pandemic with long-lasting economic consequences that is going to impact millions and millions of people. Our hobby is not going to be isolated from the impacts of everything that's going on. Yet, in spite of that, we're seeing record increases in the prices of the rookie cards for top stars, sealed boxes, Project 2020. We've all seen what happened with the Michael Jordan cards and the Last Dance documentary, and it's unsustainable. To demonstrate just the insanity that's going on in the market right now, I pulled the selling prices for a couple of rookie cards across sports to show that it's not just one sport or another that's going insane, but it's everything. So first up, we have 2019 Top Series 2, Fernando Tatis. And I looked at the price of these cards on February 1st and then what the card is currently selling for. So this Tatis card was going for $7 to $10. You could pick them up in lots on eBay, on places like Blowout and Facebook. You could buy them a little bit cheaper. They were going for $7 to $10. Now it's a $15 buy it now on eBay all day. So $10 to $15 doesn't seem like it's too much, but let's take a look at another player. The 2018 Topps update, Ronald Acuna. February 1st, this is before Gary V got in and started pumping rookie cards up at all. So you got to consider that as well. But at February 1st, this card was selling for $15 a piece, $15 raw. Today, May 17th, the current price is $55 a piece. 2018 Panini Prism, Lamar Jackson, February 1st price, $40. Today's price, $105 for a raw card. Now, this one is a little bit of an anomaly, but 2011 Topps update, Mike Trout in a PSA 10. On February 1st, you could have bought this card for $1,100. It's currently selling for $2,900. A card that has over 10,000 copies graded. Just insanity. 2016-17 Upper Deck Young Guns Austin Matthews. PSA 10 on February 1st. In the middle of hockey season, you could have picked this up for $200. Now it's going for $275. Just absolutely insane what prices are doing right now. There's no sports being played. There's no on-field performance that should be impacting the prices of these cards. So why is the market going as insane as it is right now? Well, I think the first item, and let me qualify this whole video and say I am not an economist. The extent of my economics knowledge doesn't go beyond a micro and macro course that I took in college. But number one, increased demand. You have new investors and collectors who are coming in without any sports to watch or distract themselves with. So sports cards are a medium to which they're getting their fix of sports. Now, it's a separate discussion and a separate argument on how long those sports cards collectors / investors will stay in the hobby. I don't know how sticky this hobby is and how conducive it is to turn short-term flippers into long-term collectors and investors, but that's sort of reason number one. Now, these collectors and these investors are coming in, and they're not going to be picking up first Bowman cards of guys like Luciano. They're going to be going to players that they know, they love, that they have an affinity for. That's your Mike Trouts, your LeBrons, your Kobe's. If you're looking at 80s and 90s cards, Ken Griffey Jr., Mark McGuire. If it's an older sort of demographic coming in, they're going to be collecting the cards that they picked up when they were younger. That helps to explain increased demand, but I think the sharp price increases are exacerbated by the limited supply that we have in the market right now. The stream of new products coming in from Topps, Panini, Upper Deck has slowed down to a trickle. You have Topps Project 2020, you have Bowman First Edition, and that's pretty much it. Bowman should be coming out the next week or so. You have Upper Deck releasing a couple products at the end of May. I don't even know what's going on with Panini, but they have half their basketball products to still be released. But right now, you don't have the availability of cheap wax for people to buy and rip to get their fix for sports cards. So I think that's another factor that's contributing to it. With that being said, what is my plan? What the hell should you do with everything that's going on? I think in order to rightfully explain what I'm going to do, I'm going to just let you guys know about how I got some of these cards that I'm going to show off in a minute. So I got back into collecting around 2018, and the first couple channels that I found were Ray from Philly and Baseball Collector. And they were guys that were real big into Mike Payne's 300 Great Baseball Cards of the 20th Century. They have an accompanying PSA set registry that they've been working at, and as a new collector, it made sense for me, well, in my head, I looked at it and said, yeah, that's something that I'm interested in. I don't really know what to collect, but what better place to start collecting than the iconic cards of the sport? So I started buying all the cheap cards that I could, all the 80s and 90s cards, and then I got to a point where I started getting into the 60s and 70s cards of players that I really didn't have any personal connection to. I was buying them just in search of completing the set registry, and that really discouraged me from continuing with the set. I didn't enjoy what I was doing anymore. So I stopped collecting it and I shifted my focus elsewhere. But with that being said, I collected a bunch of cards in pretty high PSA grades from the 80s and the 90s for a very cheap price. And these cards are going absolutely insane. And there's 9 cards that I want to show you now. So apologies in advance with the messiness in the background, but here are the 9 cards that I wanted to show you guys. I will be selling immediately. First up, 1985 Topps Mark McGwire. This is in a PSA 8. I bought this back in 2018 for $17. The current asking price on eBay is $117. 1987 Fleer Barry Bonds PSA 9. Again, a 2018 pickup for $11.99. Current eBay selling price, $50. 1987 Fleer Update. Mark McGwire in a PSA 10. Picked this up for $19.99. Current eBay selling price in advance of the McGwire Sosa ESPN 30 for 30, $215. 1989 Score traded Ken Griffey Jr. and one of the old PSA slabs. PSA 10, picked it up for $9, currently selling for $105. 1989 Kurt Schilling PSA 10, picked this up for $24.99, currently selling for $115. Listed this a few hours ago and already have an offer for $110. 1990 Score Bo Jackson iconic card and a PSA 10. You could pick these up for $50 to $60 all day as early as January, February. This card is currently selling for $220 on eBay. 1990 Score Frank Thomas in a PSA 10. picked this up in a lot with the next card I'm going to show you in a second for $25. I'll actually bring it up now. 1990 Topps, Frank Thomas in a PSA 10. These cards together were a lot purchase for $25. The Score is selling for $80 right now, and the Frank Thomas Topps is selling for $120. Last card, fueled by the Last Dance documentary, 1991 Upper Deck, Michael Jordan, PSA 9. This I picked up for $16.50. Currently selling for $105. This sold $105. Buy it now. Yesterday, and will be dropped off in the mail tomorrow morning. My takeaway here is I don't think these cards are going to hold their current value. This 1985 Topps, right before the start of the junk wax era and the massive print runs, but this is a PSA 8. It's got a little stain on the back. It's not the best copy. If I could sell this for $115, I'm confident that a year from now, 6 months from now, I can buy this same card for $50. Now, I don't know if I want to get this exact card back in my collection. I have no personal attachment to it. I don't have any hard feelings about selling it and trying to get as much money as I can for it right now. But that's how I feel about all these cards. I believe that there's still some upward growth potential for these cards as additional collectors come in. There's currently no form of entertainment for people to escape to, but as states continue to open up, as traditional entertainment venues provide some type of release to collectors, you're going to see sales on these cards start to dip, and prices are going to dip, and this new influx of collectors is going to go away. So you don't want to be holding the bag. You want to capture and realize those returns now before they go away. So what should you do? I told you what I'm going to do. If you can sell some of these cards now and you believe that you can pick them up at a cheaper price later on, do it. There's no reason to wait for the cards to go back down in price, and you'd much rather have $100 in your pocket now than the potential of $120 in your pocket later. Advice number 2, zig while everyone else is zagging. So we touched on the pretty much everywhere in the industry that the prices of cards and sealed wax is just going insane. But there are some cards and there are some subsets of the hobby that are insulated. Where are we not seeing these commensurate price increases? First, Bowman Chrome cards. You can pick up cards of Wander, Marco Luciano, even established stars like Acuna and Tatis and Soto that aren't seeing the same type of parabolic increases as their Topps rookie card counterparts. Same thing with Zion, John Morant, Kobe White. The rookies of this year's NBA class were absolutely popping off at the end of February, early March, before coronavirus really kicked in and everyone went into lockdown, and you're able to pick those cards up at a 25 to 30% discount off of what those peak selling prices were. Young guns of 1920 hockey players. Cale Makar right here. This Young Gun card was $60, $65 when it came out, and it's a $45, $50 card all day. You're not seeing these crazy price increases. You're able to pick it up at what a stable historic price would be, and you aren't chasing something that has the ability to pop and fizzle tomorrow. And then the last thing that I'm just starting to do is I'm starting to refocus my collection and take a critical look at what you want to collect. I had all these slabs here in my collection that I forgot about. I took a look at them, $172. I think these 9 cards cost me to purchase from 2017 and 2018. These cards are now worth $1,200. Could I take that $1,200 and put that back into something that I really enjoy more? Something like this Patrice Bergeron Future Watch Auto. Really refine your PC. Keep track of it, monitor it, check the prices every once in a while, and identify the cards that you're okay parting with. So that's all I got for you today. Sell, sell, sell. You don't want to be the one holding the bag. Till next time, I'm Cardi-C, the baseball card collector. I'll catch you guys later. Card counterparts. Same thing with Zion, John Morant, Kobe White. The rookies of this year's NBA class were absolutely popping off at the end of February, early March, before coronavirus really kicked in and everyone went into lockdown. And you're able to pick those cards up at a 25 to 30% discount off of what those peak selling prices were. Young guns of 1920 hockey players. Cale Makar right here. This Young Gun card was $60, $65 when it came out, and it's a $45, $50 card all day. You're not seeing these crazy price increases. You're able to pick it up at what a stable historic price would be, and you aren't chasing something that has the ability to pop and fizzle tomorrow. And then the last thing that I'm just starting to do is I'm starting to refocus my collection and take a critical look at what you want to collect. I had all these slabs here in my collection that I forgot about. I took a look at them, $172. I think these 9 cards cost me to purchase from 2017 and 2018. These cards are now worth $1,200. Could I take that $1,200 and put that back into something that I really enjoy more? Something like this Patrice Bergeron Future Watch Auto. Really refine your PC. Keep track of it, monitor it, check the prices every once in a while, and identify the cards that you're okay parting with. So that's all I got for you today. Sell, sell, sell. You don't want to be the one holding the bag. Till next time, I'm Cardi-C, the baseball card collector. I'll catch you guys later.